Yo, everyone. How is it going? Man, I feel like it's been forever since we had a tournament battle. What do you think about that, Warlock? All this time off.
Yeah, man, we had it pretty consistent, just going day by day for a while. So taking a couple days here, it's nice to be back. I'm glad to be back. Thank you guys all for coming.
Yes, absolutely, man. I think, although this could be a blessing in disguise for the contestants here. Get a couple days to chill, relax, figure out what else you want to do, because you know that we are now in round 3 with no passives. That's kind of scary if you think about that. No passives being able to be used. What kind of crazy comps do you think we could see with no passives being able to be used?
Oh, I mean, well, this effectively turns, and this is what we were trying to do with it, but this effectively turns the entire meta on its head here. There's so many monsters that you would see in nearly every single match that you're not going to see any of now, namely things like Pisama and whatnot. So I think that these short matches that we see are going to be even shorter, and these long matches are going to be even longer. Because when we see bruiser comps, we're going to see bruiser comps that revolve around heals and stuff a lot more now. We're going to see comps that revolve around, as far as fast comps, we're going to see comps that revolve around just getting the nukes out and getting the damage skills out right off the bat. So
Absolutely, I think that is a great point. We're gonna see some fun things happen here, as this is another round with a different set of rules and restrictions, and we are going live. We have one battle tonight. Shockster 435 versus YouFailxMe, and this is gonna be a doozy. I think this one right here, this one could be one of the best matches right here. Just straight pound for pound, power versus power.
Oh yeah, no, this is exactly what we wanted to see. So many units that are really, known for their third skill, known with that big, ultimate whatever they can do that they bring to the match. So it's going to be hard to ban a unit here because everyone has such an intimidating third skill, and I think that yeah, I think these matches are going to be either really quick or really drawn out. In the case of this one, with the presence of Lucian and then of course Charlotte and Ganymede, I think this one might be a little more on the quick side, but it really just depends on how this first turn goes.
Yeah, so who do you foresee? I think Shockster probably has the speed here, especially with the speed lead. He should get that first turn. So if YouFail does not have will, Okeanos could be looking at a 4-person stun and does have the will.
Oh wow, the early sleep on Ganymede. It looks like.
I think that was definitely the right move to do right there. Try to stop Ganymede as best as you can, but unfortunately, Ganymede's gonna
Yes.
get that violence.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he chose to go with the stun, ended up waking up Charlotte. Ganymede violented through that sleep, so it looks like there's going to be the entire first turn on each side here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the early edge right now is going towards YouFailxMe, but with the sleep there by Hathor, we could see it. Could we see a little comeback right now?
It looks like Ganymede just got his cool times reset, so there goes another proc, as he does, as we all know he does. But if Ganymede is not able to keep those procs coming, if he goes down here, it might be tough to make a recovery. However, though, it looks like this might be turning into a 3v3 fairly shortly here.
Can you take out that Ganymede? That is the question. There it is. There it is. So it is 3v3, and there goes Okeanos. So just like that, it's 3v2. YouFailxMe with the clear advantage right now.
Yeah, I think with the sustain, with the unit advantage and everything, it looks like he's going to go ahead and take this first match.
Yes, so Shockster now, it looks as though has lost round 1, match 1 here. But YouFailxMe, with getting that first victory, do you think that might shake Shockster a little bit and have him maybe playing a more safe team?
Um, I think that it's very possible. I think that regardless of what he does, it's going to be a lot different than that first match because after going down, so early on like that, the next thing you're going to want to do is most likely going to be a safer route because if you're going to force a match 3, you're probably going to have to go with something that's going to be a little bit more on the defensive side.
Exactly. Shockster is gonna almost have to come out guns a-blazing right here to just try to make sure that he guarantees that third match here. You don't want to obviously if you lose this one, it's game over. And being so close to that final 3, remember, whoever wins these matches right here in this round are guaranteed a prize, guaranteed that top 3 position. So if YouFailxMe can get this win right here, you're guaranteed at least 3rd place, and you're gonna get something. But Shockster is saying, hey, not so fast. I got here for a reason. I am not one to be reckoned with, and I am not going down without a fight. Interesting. Delphoy into I like it though. Delphoy, I think, is a vastly underused monster. Her kit is absolutely amazing. If you really break down what she does, she cleanses, she grants immunity, and she heals all in one move. Second move resets cooldowns. So you can kill a Theo like that with her if you can get that to reset. And then the first skill, speed breaks. Like, come on. I feel like people sleep on her way too much.
Absolutely. I think the entire her entire family, monster family, is a little bit on the underrated side. Attenai, her fire counterpart, is especially good in raids after this recent buff.
Very true. Very true. I think they all get a bad rap. So here it is. Can Shockster stay alive here? So
goes
Delphoy
with the
gets
reset.
Reset. So that immunity is not coming anytime soon. Here comes the full. Can you get the full sleep?
Ooh, that's...
And it happens. So now you have a choice who to pick on. Decides to go after Charlotte.
Picking the squishy. I think honestly that's the smart choice looking at that lineup of monsters to go against.
Remember, she was reset, so she can't use that 3rd skill, and Charlotte is dangerously close. And there it is. The ability to be able to take someone out before the other monsters start to wake up is huge right there. Huge advantage.
Ooh.
With the stun on the Ganny, can Orion start going crazy?
Oh, there it
is. This is the Orion we know and love.
The only way you can get more than 2 turns in RTA right there.
Absolutely. There he goes again. Orion is going crazy, but with stuns on both Poseidon and Ganymede, I still think the clear advantage right now has to be in Shockster's favor right now.
Yeah, definitely. He's gotten lucky with the procs. He's gotten lucky with the CC. There's another reset on Ganymede, and Ganymede is now so low. He didn't proc out of that stun there. He might be going down here.
If Ganymede goes down, I think Shockster might have this one. That might seal the deal right there, unless Poseidon can go absolutely crazy.
Ooh.
Wow, so that Delphoy is on Violent. Interesting. I really like that. I think that might have just took Fail for a surprise right there.
Yeah, that's a good way to stir the pot for sure. I think most people would expect to see her either on a really fast build or on something more akin to being really tanky so that she could also be used in raids. So I think that seeing Delphoy on Violent is definitely an RTA specific or maybe an RTA Guild Wars specific way to build her.
I completely agree with that. I think my Delphoy is built on Swift. Here we go. It is a 3v1, and with HP going down, I don't think this Poseidon can hang on much longer, And there goes that violent proc. And Shockster is able to force a match 3.
There's our game 3. All right, and that is befitting of the round 3 that we are in now. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see the matches going like this, especially with a restriction like the one we've got right now.
Absolutely. So Shockster, do you think what is your gut feeling telling you on this match 3 right now? Do you think Shockster stays the same since he got the victory, or do you think that he's just plays off of what Fail starts to bring out?
It's tough because those are two really convincing wins that we saw on each side there. Both of them picked really well in the pick and ban phase here, and it seems like that's what decided the match. If you look at the monsters that were alive at the end of the match, so I think it's really going to come down to to these next few picks right here. But if Shockster gets that immunity again with Delphoid and everything, that we see Fail getting both Ganymede and Okeanos early this time. So,
and I have mentioned in previous videos that Ganymede Okeanos I feel is the worst duo to face in RTA.
Mm-hmm.
Their kits together match up so well, and not only that, they're also different elements. So you have to pick something to combat both of them. Hold on, we're going live to the audience. I'm hearing a lot of shouts saying "Ban Hathor, ban Hathor." So it looks as though we might have heard Fail might have heard some chants going on saying what to do. So interesting that the audience was able to play a role in that. What do you think about the audience there?
Well, I mean, I think on the side of the audience, that's a really good call because Hathor has the 2-turn CC. The only full AoE CC you're looking at now is going to be Poseidon, which even though there is the attack bar reduction and slow, it does just take away 1 turn. With the sleep on the side of Hathor, you effectively lose 2, almost 3 turns once you factor in her attack bar reduction.
Very true. Now, on Shockster's side, definitely his units were very well speed-tuned right there. So a lot of debuffs and a lot of CC on Fail's side. So very, very good job right there on Shockster's part to make sure that each unit was exactly, probably, if not the same speed, probably 1 or 2 speeds different than each other to try to make sure that you get those turns back to back and there's no cutting.
Yeah, with both of these competitors here, you can see that they really did they did the math and they did the work as far as preparing their units to go into this tournament.
Absolutely. I think early on right there, wow, that might have been a bad mistake right there, going to heal, and he had heal block on. So right now, Shockster looks in strong favor right now, and the clutch stun and sweep right there. This one is not looking good for YouFailxMe right now. Can you mount a comeback? I think what needs to happen right now is Annabelle needs to not get any CC so that she can come up and cleanse everyone. I think pretty much at this point, that might be the only saving grace for YouFailxMe right now is the cleanse.
Yeah, definitely. The Annabelle second skill could be game-changing right now, but it looks like Shiwu and Orion are going to get a turn in before. So if they're able to do enough to maybe, get Sonnet down, which they're not, so... but then there's Bastet.
Sonnet fell down, and the violent proc.
Close. Wow.
Annabelle is gone. It looks as though Shockster is going to move on to the final 3.
Oh, man.
Can Ritesh pull off the miraculous 4v1?
Wow,
I don't see it happening, but who knows?
And then
and here comes the harmless prank.
Ooh.
There it is, folks. I believe that will do it right there. With no violent proc coming from Ritesh, I believe that there it is. Shockster 435 pulls off what some might consider an upset right there, because YouFailxMe came in as a heavy crowd favorite right now. So with him being able to take Fail out, what do you think that means for the tournament here?
I mean, I think that just goes to show that, and as fits with a game like this, anything can happen. There's always RNG. There's always, small factors that can play in that might weigh in enough to change the entire outcome of a match. But right here, it looks like, just want to mention this again. It really seems to me like that these matches came down to the pick and ban phase. I think that a lot of really good choices were made on both sides regarding the picks and bans here, but I think ultimately it weighed in favor of Shockster.
Absolutely. I don't know about you, War, but that might have been to this point the best battle so far coming in this tournament. That was very, very compelling. Two very strong individuals. Shockster went down with losing the first match and was able to recover and win 2 in a row to move on. Absolutely amazing on both parties right there. So Shockster moves on, guarantees himself a prize right there. So that is awesome. Congratulations to him. YouFailxMe, thank you for joining the tournament. I appreciate it. Congratulations for making it this far. So we will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the battle between Kinxxy and DrunkDragon. Still working on the details right now for when xWigglesx and MiniLove15 will make their battle, but once we're able to get everyone done, we can start the round 4. It's kind of like a round robin, I guess you would call it, because all 3 competitors will fight each other once each. Whoever has the top 2 best records will move on to the actual finals against each other, and whoever has the lowest record will be the 3rd place contestant and will receive the 3rd place prizes. We have not mentioned prizes yet. Yep, I'm hearing it again from the audience. They are asking for prize info, but it will be revealed. The prize info will be revealed once our final 3 have been chosen and have punched their ticket to the finals. So once Kinxxy and DrunkDragon's bout happens, and once xWigglesx and MiniLove15's bout happens, we will then announce what the prizes will be for those individuals. So audience, you will have to wait until then. But yeah, that is all for tonight's tournament action. I believe. Is there anything else you want to add to that, Warlock?
I'm stoked for this. We're winding down. We're getting to the end here, and the matches are definitely, they're reflecting that as well. So thank you guys all for being here. It means a lot, all of the support. And hopefully, I know it's a little early. I know it's a little different time, but I hope you guys can make it here for the match tomorrow. If not, you can definitely find it out on JD's YouTube, as with all the other matches that we've done so far. But until then, thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Well, not all the other matches. I need to upload the second round matches. First round is fully uploaded. Second round is going up tomorrow morning. And then once the 3rd round is done, then that will go up, and then we'll be caught up.
Cool. Yeah, so they'll all be there. Eventually. It will all be captured. It will all be collected and compiled in one place.
Absolutely. So Thank you guys for rocking with us on the tournament. I appreciate it, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the second match of round 3. Peace. Yo, everyone. JD the Gamer here, and we are back with some more RTA Tournament Fall Classic action. We have one match on deck tonight. It looks like one of the competitors might have fallen asleep, maybe, possibly. So that match will happen tomorrow. That tomorrow match will be the last match of round 3. As you may notice, my co-host over there, TheWarlocke, is unfortunately unable to be here tonight. He had some things going on personally. Don't want to get into it, but he let me know, hey, go ahead and continue with the tournament. I don't want to hold it up. So we're here tonight. I'm going to do my very best to stay as professional and on point as possible without my right-hand man over there. But I can only do as good as I can. You know what I'm saying? He's my go-to guy over there when I need to set stuff up. So if there's a momentary pause in action at some point so that I can get stuff rolling, I apologize now, but I'm gonna try my very best. So like I said, we have one match on deck tonight. We have 3 total matches for round 3. We've already finished one of the matches. So just to catch you guys up to speed, we had one round 3 match so far between YouFailxMe and Shockster435. Shockster went down early in the fight, lost the first match out of 3, and was able to pull it off, pull it together, and bring home the victory with match 2 and 3 back to back, and was able to punch his ticket to the final 3, guaranteeing himself a prize in that top 3 spot. So the 2 matches we have left to finish out this round 3 is xWigglesx versus MiniLove15. That is the one that will probably be pushed to tomorrow. Tonight's matchup is going to be Kinxxy versus DrunkDragon. So there it is. That's just an overview to catch everyone up on the tournament bracket. There it is. Just to remind you as well, we have rules for this round. This third round is no passive units being used. So just a quick example, any unit that has the word passive in parentheses on their skill, that means that they have a passive and they cannot be used in this round. Examples is Theomars, Perna, Wind Panda, Fing Yang, things like that. They have the word passive in parentheses, meaning that they cannot use them. Again, I see in the audience people are still asking about prizes. Prizes will be revealed once we finalize the last 3 for the finals. So once Kinxxy and DrunkDragon finish their match, and then tomorrow once MiniLove15 and xWigglesx finishes their match, then that means that we will have our final 3 and we will reveal what the top 3 prizes are for first, second, and third place. So as we get ready to jump into this match, the first match between Kinxxy and DrunkDragon, I would like to point out that these are 2 top-notch competitors and they are not playing around. So remember, no passes for this third round. If you're here for the first time, there are no passives being used. Okay? So, Kinxxy jumps out with the Wusa Varad Orion. Coming back at him, DrunkDragon decides to bring in Beth and Amarna. Great units right there. I really love Amarna. Amarna is an amazing unit. The kit that Amarna brings to the table is Nat 5 worthy. The developers and Comtuos, I guess, just decided to go ahead and give him that Nat 4. Interesting Water Monkey King. You do not see the Water Monkey King very often, but here he is. Might have some interesting runes on him right there. Kinxxy finishes out his with the Ritesh and the Icarus right there. Icarus has been a unit that has been used quite a bit in this tournament so far. So I am ecstatic to see Icarus brought out again, a light dark Nat 4. Drunk taking his final seconds and decides to bring out the Rika. So a nice well-rounded team on both sides, I feel. I feel like this could go down to the last little bit. Both of them are using very strong units, very strong RTA units. The only one that kind of is a random pick is still that Water Monkey King. But hey, if you have the right set of runes on the Water Monkey King, remember he's still in that 5. He can put invincibility on himself. He can survive and deal out a decent amount of damage here. So the ban phase just went through. DrunkDragon decided to ban out Kinxxy's immunity monster and Wusa, and Kin decides to ban out Beth. Interesting choice, banning out the Beth. I would have thought with the team that was brought from DrunkDragon that Kin might have thought about banning out that Amarna, but decides to ban out Beth. So let's see what happens here. They get the defense break on Amarna right away. With Will on Chasun, is able to make sure that you are not stunned right there. So Chasun is going to play a key role here in trying to heal. Icarus is not able to take out Amarna, so Chasun, of course, is going to be able to come right in with that Fallen Blossoms and heal Amarna right up. But there is still a lot of sustain right now on the side, right? Or not sustain, a lot of CC on the side of DrunkDragon right now. So he has to try to get this going, and hopefully your goal is probably to get that Amarna to be able to move so that you can start to cleanse and heal everybody. Heal block is on the Water Monkey King right now, so you cannot heal him. So Icarus is going to go use her second skill and gets the Violent proc, so decides to go on Amarna. I would imagine Amarna right here is probably, yes, is going to cleanse and heal everyone. So back up to full strength right now on the side of DrunkDragon. Ken is going to keep attacking, keep working. Harmless Prank comes out, stuns the Water Monkey King yet again. That Water Monkey King is getting the short end of the stick right now. Rika's turn. Can she stun? She gets 2 stuns right there on Varad and Ritesh. Icarus is going crazy with violent procs right now. Can you take out this Icarus? It is Amarna's turn. The focus seems to be on Icarus right now to take out that burst damage. Decides to switch on the Ritesh. Interesting move right there. Chasun, of course, buffs up with a Muse, gets attack buff rolling, and Rika takes out 2 units right there. It is down 4v2, and Varad drops. DrunkDragon with a strong ending right there to this match right now. With it being 4v1 right now, I don't see Orion being able to sustain too much longer. Amarna is very strong. That Water Monkey King hit really hard. Wow, that's an amazing Water Monkey King. I'm sure somewhere, somehow, JewBagel is smiling up a storm right now for that Water Monkey King, right? Great match right there. DrunkDragon able to get the first victory. Can Kinxxy do enough and have enough strength to be able to force a match 3? Let's jump right into it without any hesitation. Kinxxy decides to bring out the Wusa. Drunk stays with that Beth Chasun pick right there. Probably assuming that Kinxxy does not have Amarna. So if you want to take other units at the time, save Amarna for later. That is probably what his theory is right now moving forward. And there comes the Amarna. The exact same picks so far on both sides. Different orders, but same picks. DrunkDragon probably feels like I was strong enough to be able to beat you once. I can do it again. On Kinxxy's side, you probably are thinking, you know, if I'm him, I'm thinking, man, I was this close to taking out that Amarna. So maybe if I just do something a little differently, I should be able to take out that Amarna, and the match is completely different at that point if you can take out that Amarna, because the sustain with revives and cleanses are gone. So as you can see, we have the exact same teams on both sides here. Both of them feel strong about who they picked. Kinxxy probably just feels like he got the short end of the stick on that one. DrunkDragon is saying, you know, I got the victory, I can do it again. Kinxxy decides to take out the Chasun this time. So DrunkDragon takes Beth's arena skill, leader skill, with the 44% more HP. So it's just going to be even harder for Ken to be able to defeat DrunkDragon. But if you can force that match 3. Can you do enough to be able to force a match 3? Again, the focus is going to be here on Amarna. Can you get the defense break here? You do. Icarus's turn. I don't know if that's still going to be enough to defeat him, but decides to take out the Beth. I think that's a good move right there with no Chasun on DrunkDragon's side. I don't think you have the sustain now to keep Amarna alive. So this might be Kinxxy's chance to take out that Amarna before Amarna can move. Able to resist right there on Amarna's part, which is big right there. Heal up the Icarus. So the focus is back on Amarna. Harmless Prank comes out, is able to stun the Rika. Can Icarus do enough damage here to take out that Amarna? Is able to land a dot. It is Water Monkey King's turn, does the AoE. The freeze comes out and is able to freeze Amarna and get the provoke. So this Amarna is looking dangerously in trouble right now. Icarus goes, does the AoE, heals up a little bit. Amarna is hanging on for dear life, but there goes the Amarna. And with Amarna dropping, I'm not sure DrunkDragon can do enough here to sustain and get the victory. It looks as though with 4v2 right now in the favor of Kinxxy, it looks as though Kin might have just forced a match 3. And there it is, people. It looks as though Kinxxy has stepped forward and said, yo, I am not going down without a fight. We move on to a match 3. Hello audience, hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you are enjoying this. This is great matchups right here. Thank you for the follow, Sai. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the team. We are in tournament action right now. This is match 3. This is for all the marbles. Whoever wins this punches their ticket to the final 3 and a chance at getting that reward, that prize, that coveted prize that we're all aching to know what it is. So DrunkDragon decides to shake it up a little bit, brings out a Chloe. Chloe is definitely circa 2016, but he says, you know what, my Chloe is ready. Kinxxy is staying true and picks the exact same team 3 matches in a row. Kin says, you know what, I know I can beat you with this team, I got it. The only difference on DrunkDragon's side now is the Chloe. Decides to bring out the Chloe instead of the Water Monkey King. So trying to get a little sustain on DrunkDragon's side, Kin is staying true to what he has and says, this is what I feel can beat you. So here it is, folks. This is the ban phase of this match 3 right now between Kinxxy and DrunkDragon. Great move right there, I think, on the part of DrunkDragon, taking out that Icarus so the burst damage is gone. You cannot one-shot me at this point. You need to slowly defeat me. I think that's a great move on Drunk's side. The Chloe gets banned on DrunkDragon's side, so I think that's also a smart move to take away that invincibility. Beth gets stunned here, and there goes Varad with the AoE freeze. Is able to freeze everyone except Chasun with that Will Rune. So Amuse comes out, buffs up everyone. Everyone's back up to full strength here. Again, without Icarus, there is no burst damage on Kin's side, so you have to whittle away right now and slowly defeat them. But with this Varad and the CC, are you going to be able to resist enough to be able to get a move off? Rika is getting dangerously close to death right here. What do you do right now with 2 units on the side of Kin having Will Runes? Decides to go for the stun. Does not get a single stun. What a turn of events right here. But again, remember, even if Rika goes down, Amarna is still there to heal. So Chasun decides to, or Drunk decides to use Chasun's Fallen Blossoms on Rika to fill her back up. Uh-oh, Amarna with the defense break. This could be bad right here. Can Amarna, okay, so Amarna's gonna go now, cleanse everyone, so it is back to full strength. Everybody's good to go, but the issue for Drunk right now is that Kin's side is fully shielded and wheeled up for right now. So you have to be able to sustain long enough to get these Will Runes off to try to start doing some damage. That Rika is getting really close to death, and with Amarna's skill not being able to be used right now, can the Rika survive? Luckily, the defense break is off Rika for Dragon's side, so here we go. Here comes Varad again with the first skill. They still have Rika frozen right now. So Amarna's going to go. It looks as though Dragon is trying to focus down that Varad. Probably realizes that Varad is crucial right now to him. Beth is defense broken right now and frozen, so cannot do anything. Does Chasun have Fallen Blossoms? Does have it, but decides to use it on Rika instead of Beth. So we might be saying goodbye to Beth here. Now there's a defense break on Amarna. Things are not looking good right now for DrunkDragon. Kinxxy is playing the CC game and really taking it to him right now. Can you last long enough here? Is Amarna's third skill up? Oh, that Beth is going to go down. Here we go. Is that third skill up to be able to revive? It is not. But the Violent Proc is able to bring back Beth. Nice. Lucky move right there. But unfortunately, Wusa with the sustain, with the shield and the wheel, that's going to be devastating to Dragon, trying to be able to get this victory right now. A 3-person stun right now from Varad. Kinxxy, even though they were able to bring back Beth, is looking very strong right now. Has the match in his hands right now. Can you get the victory here? Three people have defense break on him now. Not looking good for Dragon. That might be a dead Beth, and that is a dead Beth. It is down to 4v3. Kinxxy with this match in his hands right now. Not only is the defense break on Amarna, but you also have the provoke. So even when it's his time to move, he's still not going to do what you want him. You need a violent proc right now from Amarna to be able to try to get back into this match. Decent hit right there, and the violent proc from Varad. Able to resist from Amarna. That is huge right there. No violent proc from Amarna right there. That might serve as being devastating, but Dragon does have all of his units back up to full health for the most part. It is Rika's turn. Here we go. There goes the Ritesh. It is 3v3, and with Dragon's side being able to revive, can we see a comeback here? Big move right there from Varad, being able to stun and freeze 2 of the units. Ken is going after that Amarna. This is it, folks. Can you get that Amarna? The defense break goes on Chasun. That might actually be good right now for Dragon. Chasun comes out of the stun. Going after that Rika, is able to sleep. That is devastating right there. But is Amarna's third skill up? It is not. Does not get the violent proc. This might be, and there it is with the freeze on Chasun. That might do it, folks. You almost needed to violent proc right there. What are you gonna do? Okay, so you decide to do that, the third move from Wusa. Is the third skill up yet? It is not up yet. Still can't take out that Varad. That is a dead Amarna and Rika, and there it is, folks. Kinxxy just punched his ticket to the 3rd round with that, and congratulations, taking down one of the top individuals in this tournament. DrunkDragon came in, one of the heavy favorites, and Kinxxy is able to knock him out and punch his ticket to the next round and the finals, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Kinxxy moves on, is now in the finals with Shockster 435, guaranteeing himself a prize and one of those top 3 slots. Crazy matchup right there. Amazing fights from both sides. Congratulations to Kinxxy. GG. Good job on DrunkDragon's side. And that is it, folks. We have 2 of the 3 finalists set and ready to go. Tomorrow we will finish off the 3rd round and get our last individual to punch their ticket into that final 3. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. It has been a great tournament so far. I hope you guys come back tomorrow for the finale of round 3 between xWigglesx and MiniLove15. I will post it everywhere that I can to make sure that people know when it is about to happen. Make sure if you're following that you turn on the notifications so you know when I go live. I really want people to see this tournament. It is coming down to the wire. So again, it is your boy JD the Gamer tuning in. My boy Warlock will be here hopefully tomorrow. Make sure you guys wish him well and everything. Make sure you guys keep him in your thoughts. Make sure everything is good to go. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the rest of round 3. Peace. Yo, everyone. How are we doing tonight? We are back with RTA tournament. And I feel complete now because I have my partner in crime over there, TheWarlocke. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, man. I'm sorry I was absent, you guys. I'm glad to be here. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you guys all so much for coming. Who's excited for the finals?
Yes, absolutely. Now, yesterday we held a match. I had to go it alone. The audience said I did a good job, but I just feel like there was something missing on my part. You know, I didn't have a setup guy. I couldn't throw it your way. So it was a lot of talking. I had to drink a lot of water to get my voice back. But I am glad to have you back, my man. Everyone here loves you here. So I'm glad you are here tonight, where we will finish out the RTA tournament round 3. We will start and begin the round 4. And we are going to slide right in to the finals. This is it tonight. So let's take a look at what we're working with right now. So as you guys may remember, Shockster already punched his ticket to the final 3. Yesterday, Kinxxy took down the beast in DrunkDragon and has punched his ticket into the final 3. So now tonight's matchup is going to start off with the last match of round 3 between xWigglesx and MiniLove15. And this is going to be another match with no passes. How do you think this could work? I love throwing it to you, Warlock. Take it away.
Oh man, I think it could go either way. Both of these guys have shown that they're very tough competitors, and they have both have a lot of units and a lot of interesting strategies. Both tried and true and interesting, different strategies at their disposal. So I think this is going to be interesting. Let's get right into it.
Absolutely. Oh, whoa. It looks as though okay, we'll figure this out later. That's okay. We're gonna roll with this right now. Looks as though we are already into the pickings phase, the draft. So here we go. xWigglesx starts off with the Sierra Ganymede. Very typical comp right there. MiniLove responds with that Okeanos though. Gotta love Okeanos. I love him myself. What do you think about Okeanos in this matchup so far, sir?
Oh man, I think Okeanos is a really good pick, being fire against the 2 wind powerhouses. It looks like Wiggles is very prepared with those 2 water picks there. I'm curious if Wiggles' speed lead with Sierra and Ganymede is going to be enough for him to get the first turn. MiniLove's got 2 attack bar boosters now. Typically, they're rumored to be pretty fast.
Absolutely. Now, I will say this: if Sierra is not banned and has that speed lead, I don't know the exact speed, but I do know that Wiggles' Bastet is very fast.
Okay.
Could you see that Bastet take the first move over instead of Bernardo and Orion? We shall wait and see.
Yeah, Bastet.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if Bastet can get that first turn off with the presence of Sierra there, that could potentially be devastating, depending on MiniLove's will runes, if he's got them or not.
Absolutely.
It looks like Sierra might get banned out here, in which case it might come down to just who's faster here.
Now, do you think Sierra should be the one being banned by MiniLove?
I think the speed lead is definitely going to give him an edge up against those attack bar boosters, but also, with what we've seen so far in this tournament, I think the win rate with people who go in with Ganymede is pretty high. Ganymede's hasn't really come up short too much in these matches we've seen so far. So, but it's a tough choice, with Sierra as the opposition. That is a tough choice. I think that either one of them is a solid choice. It really comes down to how this first turn is going to play out here.
And here we go with Sierra being banned out. Bernard gets that first move. Orion's going to follow it with Harmless Prank. So can you take someone out? Unfortunately, does not get a defense break right there. But with will runes on Rakan there, you are not going to be able to stop him from moving. He will get a turn. Unless Praha can come in, steal the turn, and strip stun, Rakan is going to get a move here. And there it is. Here comes the Rakan coming in to blast someone's face off.
It's like
going
he's
for
gonna
that
go
Ganymede
on.
and does land the provoke.
Ooh.
And there goes that Jenga right there. In the words of YDCB, Jenga, he is coming out strong there, looking for that 30%. But keep in mind that the immunity and the tack buff is gone from Rakan now, thanks to the strip by Praha. Of course, Ganymede is going to violent proc out of that defense break. That's pretty obvious. I think everyone understands that there's a 100% proc rate for Ganymede at this point.
Yeah, honestly, man, it looks like there's a healthy amount of procs going to both sides here. We've seen a lot of clutch stuns on the side of Wiggles. We've seen a lot of some nice violence on the side of Mini Love here, but he's got Orion and Rakan stunned up now, and Annabelle's looking low. Hopefully, she's able to get a heal off here before she goes down.
Even if she gets a move, she's not going to be able to because Ganymede did reset.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So unless she can get a lot of sleeps here and does not get it, that Ganymede nullified that Annabelle, making sure that she was not able to cleanse or heal. So Annabelle drops to the deck. The only damage on Mini Love 15's side now is Rakan. So can you keep that Rakan alive and do enough damage?
The Rakan is looking pretty low here. There is no more sustain. You know, he's going up against 3 water units. I would say it looks to me as though Wiggles might have this one. Rakan's going to have to go pretty crazy to turn it around at this point.
I completely agree. I think at this point, Wiggles basically has it in his hands, and there comes Reckless Assault. I didn't want to call it out, but I knew that was coming next. I hadn't seen one yet by Molong, so there it is. It looks as though Wiggles is going to take this first turn. Instead of quitting out by Mini, though, he decides to go ahead and stay with it. Give yourself an opportunity to think about what you need to do differently here to try to force a match 3. You don't want to exit early here coming along this late in the tournament. Oh,
yeah, definitely a smart choice to go ahead and play it out. Think about what he's going to do. The Bernard first pick, you know, it got him the first turn, if that's what he was going for, but it wasn't quite enough to outdo the comp that Wiggles had. So he's definitely going to have to probably mix it up here and try to go about this a little bit differently.
Absolutely. Well, see, so my thought process is if you're going for that first move, you're going to have to get more damage, right? Because the whole point of getting that first move is to try to take someone out first. When you get that first move, your number one goal right there is to knock at least one unit out. Because what's the point of going first? Unless you're bringing in a complete crowd control team and you know you're going to stun everyone, the first move means nothing if you can't take someone out and nullify them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, it looks like despite that, we do see the same picks on each side here. Mini Love gets first turn again. He goes ahead with Bernard. And then there's the Sierra Ganymede from Wiggles that we saw last time.
Now, Mini Love has won his way up to this match, but I am noticing as they're playing this out and picking their comps, I am noticing that xWigglesx has those solid gold 2 stars by his name, and Mini Love has the 2 bronze stars. So could this just mean that, you know, Mini has ran up against a juggernaut in xWigglesx who was seasoned, or is Mini might not just have as many battles in RTA, so really doesn't do it that much, so just hasn't ranked up. But definitely Mini has the units here to force a match 3. I like the Teor pick, even though Wiggles has 2 win units. You know, probably you're going to ban out somebody on those wins, and here comes a Shren.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, it looks like the last 2 picks there, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna just try to cleave. I'm gonna just try and get the attack buff defense break and hit as hard as I can. And I think that's, you know, Velajuel response from Wiggles is very solid against that choice from Mini Love. But and he goes ahead and still bans the Sierra. So it looks like he's gonna try and get an early maybe an early time to loot in from Galleon here and try to hit hard. As you were saying, though, getting that first turn, you know, being able to incapacitate a unit right off the bat, Shren definitely has the ability to do that, but it looks like Bernard is gone now. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting for sure.
My gut feeling is telling me that xWigglesx is going to get this first move here. It looks as though he has the faster units, and he does, so that Ganymede can stop Okeanos in his tracks.
Yeah.
Dead out, done. That is a very unfortunate thing right now for Mini Love, especially losing that first match. And your damage dealer, your big damage dealer, just got stunned and followed with a 3-person stun.
The Ganymede procs too, man. There he goes. Wow.
So unfortunately, without having defense break on Velajul or attack buff for Teor, that Squall did not do that much damage. That Okeanos is about to drop, it looks as though. And it just looks like Mini just ran up against a giant here in xWigglesx. xWigglesx, I think, is definitely cementing himself as a top competitor in this tournament. And there it is, folks. There it is. xWigglesx moves on to the final 3.